Let's put our hands. Let's put our hands together for him, please. We're skipping the next, but we're moving to hands together for Dr. Eyekere Savior Ibanga. Please, let's put our hands together.
The clerk to the National Assembly, the deputy clerk to the National Assembly, clerks and secretaries here, other senior top management staff of the National Assembly, chairman, National Assembly Legislative Forum, our lead consultant for today, all elected aides attending this program, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very delighted to be here with you today, to be part of this program for top legislative aides staff, with the team enhancing legislative effectiveness in the final phase of the 10th Assembly. Let me first of all say I'm very impressed with the number of attendants I'm seeing here today. Full attendance means that you take this training very seriously. And you all know the importance of your contribution to making the legislative work. We need to be there. We need to get the best use of it. We need to get the most out of it. So I'm happy and I want to thank the leadership of the National Assembly, the top management staff, the CNA, the secretaries, and all that have put this program together. I'm happy that you are increasing the intensity to make sure that our legislative get the best that will help them to do their work for our principals. On that note, I will just give the address. I bring you in, whom I have the honor to present at this occasion today. It's my pleasure to welcome you to this important training program. Let me commend the organizers for putting together this program at a time when the demands on legislative offices continue to increase. The role of chiefs of staff, special advisors, special assistants, and you are an important link between your responsibilities are strategic, requiring competence, sound judgment, discretion, professionalism, and integrity. These responsibilities include providing research, policy analysis, telling them the quality of the research you undertake, the advice you provide, the information you present, and the condition you facilitate to directly influence the effectiveness or otherwise on your principles is paramount. This is why cognitive capacity building is so important to you. Change experiences, develop the existing environment now operate. I wish to emphasize the importance of external responsibility on you. Ultimately, our collective responsibility is to support a legislature that is effective, responsive, and focused on the interests of the electorate. I urge you to take full advantage of this program and public service. On behalf of the National Service Commission, I commend the organizers for this initiative. I wish all of you success and rewarding training program during this session. Thank you, and God bless you.
I believe we can do better than that. Please let's put our hands together. Indeed, that was the address by the Chairman, National Assembly Service Commission, Dr. Eyekere Savior Ibanga, being delivered by the representative Giwa Patrick from the the Commissioner South National Assembly Service Commission. Thank you very much, sir, for that delivery. Now we've come to a very special moment in this event. I would like to remind us all that this is the opening ceremony of the Advanced Program for Legislative Aids. Chief of Staff, Special Advisors, Special Assistants, and Senior Legislative Persons. And it is sponsored by the National Assembly in collaboration with important person in our midst to deliver the keynote address and the formal opening of this event. Please, with a loud round of applause, indeed a standing ovation, let us welcome the clerk to the National Assembly, Kamaru Ogulana, Esquire. Please put your hands together and make it loud. Please, let's make it loud.
Thank you, MC. Can take your seat. Before I go into my speech, let me just make a quick comment. I listened to the previous speakers. All of them were appreciative of the clerk to the National Assembly for taking care of them, if I hear them properly. But I'm wondering who takes care of the clerk of the National Assembly. I'm coming. Why am I saying so? Honestly, the job is demanding. The job is demanding. And why do I say so? It's the busiest. I said, I don't know whether some of you actually monitored the open because we are talking at legislative officers. With the benefit of this platform, I can make comment on policy. I'd like to run through the protocol. Apparently, the commissioner representing South in the National Assembly Service Commission, Mr. Patrick Giwa. I'm wondering why there is no prefix in your name until about 10 years ago, because we're actually contributing. So please, we have to make case for the Deputy Clerk to the National Assembly. I'm very fortunate to have a Deputy Clerk that compliments me. He's so submissive and respectful. the Secretary Human Resources, another top welcome. I don't want to make that omission again. Legislative Aids Forum, my friend and professional colleague. I said I won't mention your name. Last time I attended the program, you do that. That is the word distinguished. All staff of the National Assembly and the Commission's training program, organized by the management of the National Assembly for the legislative aids of the 10th National Assembly. This is the first in the series of 9 batches. I believe that your presence here is a demonstration of your commitment to the development of the National Assembly of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, the foremost legislative institution in Africa. I commend you. Since the return to democratic rule in Nigeria on the 29th of May 1999, the legislative aids platform of the National Assembly has undergone several positive reforms. These reforms were driven by the following concerns, among others: professionalization of the service, clarity of rules, remuneration, job security, and improving the can confidently say that from the development arrangements to a more structured legislative support system with annual budgetary funding. You have dedicated budgetary funding now. Defined ranks and cadre. Institutionalized training. Because it's not only the management that trains legislative, it's the commission for the train legislative aids. And imagine professionalization agenda. These issues are what the next phase of the reform should focus on. If you remember last year, the highlight of my speech, and if that is right, revenue mobilization is supposed to come out with a unique template for you. But I'm not sure that is where the case for a special salary scale for legislative is. But outside that, there are other issues that are outstanding. When you look at the condition of salary and the salary of other political office holders, when I say other political office holders, from the president, the minister, up to councillor, they have an act relating to their pay. The only category of political office holder that is left out from that template is legislative aids. I thought somebody should clap for me. So I'm saying, where that actually left, the guidelines say, but I'm asking, your appointment is temporary and non-pensionable. But I'm asking, are you a part-time staff or a full-time staff?
because all these things have implication. If you are a full-time staff, you are not supposed to combine this job with any other job. Because I have not really seen any registrationists. It doesn't make it right. Maybe can I go on? I've looked at remember what I'm doing now. I'm trying to highlight the areas of 2014. That act actually defined staff of the National Assembly. But it's silence. As a matter of fact, the act did not hide under. We need to recognize this platform. I have so many to point out, but I'm going to, for the purpose of time, and this platform. That act applies to lawmakers and staff. While conducting their official duty. I'm wondering whether that act actually applies to this platform. If lawmakers and regular staff of the National Assembly are protected when performing their official function. Like I said, you know, we are bloody civil servants. We don't want to make comments that can't leave that responsibility just management and the commission. You can highlight this issue. So, dear participants, even as we are canvassing for reform, why are we even canvassing for reform? Also to strengthen their capacity. The goal and the brightest mind. This point is very important because on my decks, order to everybody. The character of the recruits matters. Indeed, judging by the profile, qualification, and experience of the present crop of legislatives, I make bold to say that this may well be one of the most educated and experienced group of legislative aides that the National Assembly has had. Maybe you need to look at your profile and count the number of PhD holders in your mix so that you can appreciate yourself. Distinguished participants, education and experience must translate into you still see lawmakers running after our staff, saying they want this service, they are looking for somebody to draft a bill, prepare motion. So I'm wondering the support service that you have, why can't you explore them? This experience must translate to performance. That is the challenge before us. The legislative aides who are direct. It's been years since 1999. And who have accumulated years of institutional experience. Yet, in some cases, those years have not necessarily translated into meaningful contribution to the legislative process. There are also instances where the role of the legislative aide has been reduced to running personal errands, carrying bags, managing spare phones, or simply remaining physically with legitimate personal or administrative needs when necessary. But that cannot be the defining purpose of legislative aids. Am I talking to somebody? All I'm saying, I'm not saying don't carry your bag. I'm saying carry your bag. But what we want you to be doing, there are core functions of legislative aid. That should be your primary function. A good legislative aid should be a professional legislative support officer. You should be able to research on a bill, analyze policy proposal, prepare a briefing note. The lifespan of the National Assembly shall terminate on the 12th of June, 2027. Therefore, the National Assembly is now in a transition period. The country is moving towards another electoral cycle, with political activities and engagement expected to intensify as we approach the transition to a new Thailand. Must become the election of presiding officers, committee formation, and the process that accompanied the inauguration of a new parliament. The management is aware that several legislative aides participated in primary election of political parties. Some duly notified the political aspiration. However, political aspirants employment, those of you must understand the applicable law and administrative requirements. There's a reason why I'm saying this from experience, because we have a lot of complaints from members talking about their legislative aids contesting election without following due process. Some actually wrote us, but the letters were not properly addressed. And you know the implication of that. This training, at what point is an letter be addressed requirement? These are not theoretical questions. They are practical questions that the legislative aides must understand, particularly as the political environment becomes increasingly active. The National Assembly is a complex institution. Its effectiveness depends on the competence, discipline, and integrity of the people who work within it. In the legislative age, as legislative age, you must maintain confidentiality where required. You must distinguish between the interests of your principal and the interests of the National Assembly. You must avoid conflicts. You must respect established channel of communication and consider authority. Above all, you must remember that your position is one of trust. Your principal entrusts you with information. The institution entrusts you with responsibility. Guide you with sensitive matters. Your conduct must therefore reflect maturity, discretion. But professionals who contribute to prepare may never be seen, may simply help your picture of effective legislative expertise from what you have been doing and determine what you can do. If you have been here over a sustainable period of service, ask yourself what additional knowledge you can pass on. If you are new, ask yourself what skill you need to acquire. If you are highly educated, I'm aware most of you qualify as that, ask yourself how knowledge can improve legislative outcome. If you have political experience, ask yourself how that experience can be converted into constructive legislative support. And if your principal is already performing well, ask yourself how you can help that your principal perform even better, for recognizing the importance of continuous capacity building. I thank the chairman and members of the National Assembly Service Commission, the management and staff of the National Assembly, the chairman and as the lead consultant, Periscope Consulting Limited, and other resource persons for their contribution to this program. I also appreciate the legislative for your participation and willingness to learn. I'm confident that at the end of this training, you will be better equipped to provide the quality of legislative support required to strengthen lawmaking, oversight, and representation in the National Assembly. I hereby declare the training for the legislative aids of the 10th National Assembly on the theme, in quotes, building competence of legislative aids for effective legislative support in the legislature, officially open. I wish you a successful and rewarding and impactful training. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. I think we can do better than that. Let us put our hands together. That was the keynote address and the formal opening by the clerks to the National Assembly, Kamaru Ogulana, Esquire. Thank you very much, sir, for all that you have shared. So much shared here on this podium amongst all that we had here. One thing stood out for me. The fact that whatever we are doing, the goal should be to attract and indeed to retain the brightest mind to serve. And indeed acknowledge that this is the best that we can ever have, and it is pertinent that we are able to put them to use. I think it's a good place for us to put our hand. That is the vote of thanks. To give the vote of thanks, we have the chairman and Parliamentary Aids Association. He is a fellow, Chartered Institute of Management and Leadership, Kentucky, United States of America. Please, with a loud round of applause, let us welcome for the vote of thanks, High Chief Barrister.
Good afternoon, everybody here present. DJ, your payment, that full payment is not only microphone. You give us soft music when necessary. Recognizing the clerk, the National Assembly, the chairman, forgive me for my own National Assembly, the workaholic, tireless CNA, Human Resources Permanent Secretary, and the also one, able clerk to the National Assembly, in helping us, in doing everything for us. In fact, his tenure for 3 years now, and this year is going to be the best of what you have seen before. Ask me what is best for your people. And the term is not easy, but the clerk, in his own mercy, training. So whatever you have done to achieve it, may God bless you. And also the entire leadership of National Assembly for approving the training. It has run successfully. Coming to our payments, salaries are very prompt. The only comes as at when due. Clerk is not owing. Federal government approved. If not the one that is not doable. The only where we are having balance of training is news. I've written to the DG because the first training 2 years ago, 3 years ago, he said that the training is for 1,000 persons. I've written to him for the balance of 700 plus, and legislative aids in the load. He deserves an award. We are going to have NASLAF award. First of his kind. We are going to even pass clerks one or two of them that did well, because he is the best and perfect in that exercise. We even give worst at top management of National Assembly. Now that comes to the issue of the training. Now the training material, even in the platform, truly more than what is undergoing clearing exercise. So we hopefully by Thursday night you will arrive here. Listen. If you don't see it at the close of training, hold your tag. If you can see your tag is customized with your name, you are hanging tag, you didn't read it. So, yes, even laptop, the first training we had, the SFA, I'm quoting him, said they are trying to see how they will do something on that laptop, even if it's SLA. That's quoting him. So keep praying, it will happen. No, it will happen because he's the cash master, and I will believe him. So don't bother yourself about that. Now we had training, we had conference last. We passed through a lot to host that conference, and good. And the thing when you people thought that we are joking because this is finish. You didn't know that we are with the legislative aids, with 11 ambassadors present that came. It wasn't a small event. We pulled down the strings because of lack of, because he doubles as well as vice president of the country. We wanted to shake Abuja because legislative aids here in Nigeria is the busiest and the best in the world. Now we have had the conference. Now we are all African Parliamentary Aids Association. My vice president is from Libya, secretary is from South Sudan, and our secretariat is here in Abuja. By God's grace, the CNA has promised to do something for us. Clap your hands for the working CNA. Very soon you are going to have your international ID card, because you are now an international legislative aid. We are under the immunity of international community. And now we have our counterparts from Liberia. They came for a training in Abuja here for 1 month from the office of the Senate President of Liberian Parliament. They have been recognized, they are here. We will be having more of them. Yes, they are here. Stand up, please. This is our legislative from Liberia. This is the working clerk. When I spoke with your Senate President, I said the clerk is doing well. Just like the ECOWAS president. Sit down. Just like the ECOWAS president, when I spoke with her, ECOWAS parliament president. So if you are not doing well, I also talk. That is me. So sir, thank you. We are pushing to have our next conference. We were proposing Rwanda, but Libya is ready. Because of funds, we are moving to Libya, because they are ready to host. So I'm seeing the ambassador by next 2 weeks to get dates, because the president wants to be present. So when we get the dates, I will inform you. Thank you. Sir, the next one is the severance. As we are winding up, I know under your watch, you are now that the early legislative aid is now an African legislative aid, is now permanent too. So you are free when you have your ID card to move everywhere in Africa as an aid. This year also, by God's grace, we also want you to do, because this is the last training for this session, if I'm not mistaken. But sir, you are going to do party for us. We will end. I'm a party man. We will help us because we want to have white party. In hearing me, whenever I talk to you, you obey. You hear me very well. Because peace is very important in National Assembly. If we have not conducted ourselves very well, the man will not be happy to do all the things he's been doing. And the stubborn ones, we also thank them that they are also, in their own stubbornness, they are also very calm in their own stubbornness. It's not pronounced. So the CNA, you are not only the CNA of National Assembly, you are #1 CNA in Africa. Because the secretariat is here. So you are the CNA #1 in Africa. So I thank you all. And you have made mention of revenue, mobilization, and fiscal, whatever, and the whole thing. You know, many of us may not know how all these things are happening, but what I know now, or what we know, or what we expect is next session, let this salary be improved, sir. Because these things they are paying. My own salary, I finish it in 3 hours. I don't know about others. So, like you said, we are the busiest National Assembly. That is how our problems problem of Nigeria is too big. So the National Assembly problem must be big. And as well as National Assembly legislative aid problem, big. So we need improved salaries. Very well. And the issue of secretaries, they have been boxing me too much. Because even if a secretary is a PhD holder or professor, that bench, whether it's 10th, level 10 or what, that is where 9, that is where they lie. Please, sir, look into the secretaries, those who are more qualified should have elevations. I don't know how they are going to. Commission is here, sir. So, on that note, I thank you for your patience. I thank the director of training. You have, since these 3 years of our problems of training, you have not fainted. I don't think you faint again. Thank you, and may God bless you. All of us should stand up and clap hands for CNA. It's not easy. Stand up. Stand up. Thank you.
Yes, indeed, a good place to put your hands together for the Chairman, National Assembly Legislative Aid Forum. Please, let's put our hands together for him. Thank you very much, sir. That was the vote of thanks by the Chairman, National Assembly Legislative Aid Forum, NASLAF, delivered by the High Chief Barrister Emeka Wala. Thank you very much. He said so many things thanking the clerk to the National Assembly for all he has been doing, and indeed making a number of requests, including an increase in take-home and the plans for an all-white party. That was just by the side. Thank you very much, sir. Now we are almost at the end of these events, this opening ceremony. Indeed, this program has been declared open. I'd like to remind us All right. I'd like to remind us that this has been the opening ceremony for the Advanced Program for Legislative Aids, Chief of Staff, Special Advisors, Special Assistants, and Senior Legislative Aids. And it is sponsored by the National Assembly in collaboration with Periscope Consulting Limited. Indeed, it has been a great experience. And at this point in time, we have come to the end of this event, and I'll be Thank you very much. And then we'll be having a group photograph. We'll be having a group photograph of the man. Okay, a group photograph first of all with the top man. Still up. Hello, please come. Yeah. No, please. Hello. Well,